and then there was doubling of cases in the 24 hours prior to the 20th. Now our testing today has been 4,261 tests we have done, and our number of cases was 592, and this gives us about 13% positivity. This is a more realistic picture because we have the denominator with so many tests. Yesterday it was 23% because we had less testing on a Sunday, and only those people who are symptomatic went for testing. Now we are trying desperately to increase testing by testing everybody who comes to our district hospitals and sub-district hospitals for whatever reason. Also, we are doing contact tracing of all the positives. Now, for more details of the testing, Dr. Utkarsh will brief you.
So these are today's figures. Total tested are 4,261, and we have 592 positives for the day. This gives us a positivity rate for the day 13.89. We have tested 4,261 swabs today. Out of that, 592 are positive. This gives us a positivity rate of 13.89 for the day. A media bulletin will be out shortly, and these figures will be out. We have 2 deaths which are reported for today. Admissions are 9 and discharges are 3. Now, as our director has already said, we are trying to increase our testing, and you'll see that rise of number of swabs increasing, in these days now. Like yesterday's figures were more of a Sunday's figures, and this is actual figure what we can say our testing is, and this will remain now something around 3,500 to 4,000 and above every day. If at all the positivity rate continues like this, probably our rate will be increased, the rapid antigen test will be increased. Right now our percentage is more like 76% are more of a RT-PCR, and around 24% are RAT, rapid antigen test. So probably if our number of swabs increases or our positivity rate goes high, then our RAT testing will increase in the peripheries. Thank you. Positivity rate is 13.89 for day.
Regarding our
13.89.
13. So regarding our preparedness plan, in both the district hospitals, we have started a COVID casualty. So whoever is positive can go there for advice. If they are mild cases, they will be sent home for home isolation, and if they require admission, they will be advised regarding admission. To start with, all admissions will be in the super specialty block in GMC. Once 50% of occupancy is reached, both the district hospitals will activate their COVID hospitals. North Goa will function in the hybrid mode. They will offer 100 beds, and South Goa will function from the old hospital where there will be 200 beds. In addition, there will be ICU facilities available at GMC, and 18 beds will be available at the new South Goa District Hospital. We are happy to inform you we have engaged through JAPIGO with an AIIMS ICU consultant who will handhold us during our admissions with patients who are severe cases and who may require ventilation. Regarding vaccination, Dr. Borkar will talk to you about that.
Now we have vaccination for 2 categories. The first category is 18 plus and above, and second recently which we have started from 3rd of Jan, which is for 15 to 18 years. So if we see the vaccination of people above 18 years, I'm happy to inform you that 95% of the people from Goa have received both the doses and have got good immunity. And in case of 15 to 18 years, we have started it from yesterday. Yesterday we had a figure around 8,000 in spite of the fact that 2 prior days were Saturday, Sunday, and suddenly it was announced. But all the staff in the health department along with the education department have successfully vaccinated about 8,000 and odd figure of students. And today, as of now, the figure that I have is around 7,500. But this figure will keep increasing because we have to upload more people. I'm sure that it will be somewhere more than 8,000 again. If you calculate them, it is around 15,000 people we have vaccinated in the age group of 15 to 18. and our targeted population as of today is 74,192. This is from the education department and our field survey, and that amounts to about 20% people we have successfully vaccinated in these 2 days. As per our director's initiative, we are trying to finish it within a week's period. Because from 10th onwards, we'll be starting the vaccination of healthcare workers, frontline workers, and people 60 plus with comorbidities. So, Madam wants that it shouldn't be overlapped. So, we are trying our level best that all children are vaccinated by Saturday, or maybe even we would extend it to Sunday and finish it before we start the vaccination of this healthcare worker and other people. More importantly, I am requesting each one to get their children vaccinated in this eligible group, because it will help us in 2 ways: that we will be protecting that child and also the children in their contact and elderly people and comorbid people at house, because these children are not affected much because of the coronavirus, but they become carriers and they may spread, so they become super spreaders. So request is that all the parents bring their children to the schools and get their children vaccinated. Also, we have made arrangement at district hospitals, sub-district hospitals, both, that is 2 to 4 centers, and they will be doing online vaccination tomorrow, that is Wednesday. The only request to the public at large is they should come in a group of 20 or in the multiples of 20, because the vial that we have is of 20 doses, and if we open a vial only for 1 or 2 children, then 18 doses will go waste. It's a scarce commodity, so request to the general public is they have to come in a group of 15, 20 like that. Another, madam, that if you can elaborate regarding that WhatsApp message.
Yeah, so there's a WhatsApp message making the rounds about a vaccine that is expired, and then some extended expiry, extended licensing for that period. In the Goa, what we have is a vaccine that is expiring in September 2022. So all the stocks that we have received, which is about 75,000 doses, are all of this September 2022 stock. So people, you don't have to worry about that at all.
Our one issue always is misinformation that is spread through the WhatsApp groups and other things. This is what we are trying to clarify. In Goa, we have Covaxin, which is expiring in the month of September 2022, and whatever message is circulating, perhaps it shouldn't be correct, or it should not be in Goa.
One of the 5 cases detected one.
Yes.
Omicron.
Yes.
Has no travel history.
He has travel history to Kolhapur. But we are still on the watch for indigenous spread.
He is not having travel history.
He went on the 16th to Kolhapur. On the 19th, he tested positive.
I was supposed to ask, is it a sign of ability to transmission?
We are looking, since he had this travel history outside Goa, Maharashtra, where there are a lot of Omicron cases, we still have to look for more cases before we declare that there is community spread in Goa. Okay.
Cases which are registered yesterday and today, are these people have taken doses without doses?
The ones who are positive, most of them are those who have taken doses, but the ones who are sick and who are dying are the unvaccinated. We can give you that stat separately. What we are noticing is the big difference in this third wave is that this time we have 95% of our population vaccinated. You know that. So we don't have to panic. The second thing is, if it's earlier, we were thinking that details Dr. Utkarsh will give you, but earlier, the previous 2 weeks, we were having more Delta positive. Now we are having more Omicron positive. But we know Omicron is mild, but the sheer infectivity might land up with, give us a lot of numbers. And so for that, we are ready. We have had a whole preparedness plan there. Our advice to you is, you use COVID appropriate behavior, use mask appropriately. I can see some of you all with the mask below your nose. You should also not go for any gatherings, especially those in closed spaces. So what we have noticed is we have had a lot of clusters related to weddings, and these weddings are, some of them are outdoor, but there's a pre-party and post-party, which is all Indo. Doctor?
What is the total number of hospitalized patients right now?
9. Today's admissions are 9.
From Tokyo, we know
35. Yeah, I will just tell you. 35. I'll tell you.
These all patients are Omicron or Delta?
No. Omicron stats will give you separately.
Total admissions are 35.
35 are
35.
one minute. Total admissions are 35. As of yesterday, just now, I don't know what has come in. We had only 5 Omicron positive. Any more?
Ma'am, we'll be checking.
Total now we are asking
Omicron cases are there more.
5.
tested. This is the tested 5 patients. Only tested 5
No,
patients.
10. 5 who are
Confirmed.
positive.
No. What is your question? Let him clear the question.
These 5 patients are
Confirmed, you are saying.
Declared from NI.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Declared from.
Yes.
But आता जी काही 7 असतात, this is a Omicron or Delta. What is it?
Difficult to say.
या आता patient
Who are admitted?
No, general 7 मिनट पॉझिटिव्ह patient.
हाँ.
Right now.
We don't know because the test comes only after 14 days.
आता आम्ही किती समजायचे? This is these the corona patients, positive. These are the Omicron patients or Delta patients?
See,
We don't know.
We don't know.
What happens is, irrespective of whether it is Delta or the treatment remains the same. The outcome is better if it is Omicron. I hope you get my point. The Omicron is milder, but it
More
spreads
infectious.
faster, 3 times the Delta. So when it is a pandemic, we cannot jump to conclusion within a day or two. We have to watch for a day. In the beginning, madam said, we are declaring it as a third wave only after watching for 7 days. If there is a consistent rise, if on the first day, if you ask us whether it is third wave, we will not be able to say. As the time goes, the picture will unfold more and more.
भुरग्यांक वॅक्सिनेशन स्टार्ट झाला बाय स्टुडंटांक ते कोणाक हेल्थ इश्यूज बीन जाले नाल्यार सायड इफेक्ट बीन कितें जाला तितून
As of now, luckily, there is not a single serious or severe case. Only there were 2 fainting cases which can happen with even with whatever injection, and within 5 to 10 minutes they have gone back home. So there is no issue after observation. See, we have received 7,400 doses, and as of now,
75.
I'm sorry, 74,200 doses we have received from the ministry. It is a co-vaccine. Expiry is 9th September 2022, and our targeted population is 74,192. So we have enough doses, and we have received intimation that we'll be getting another 1 lakh doses within this week or maybe the next week, because the second dose will come only after 28 days. So from stock point of view, we don't have to worry.
कितना है?
Goyan, as we have said, 95% have received both doses. So to say, we have 5% left.
Less than a lakh of people are left.
Ma'am, the people who are hospitalized, do they have aggravated symptoms and what kind of, do they also have comorbidities? Can you tell us a little bit about hospitalized cases?
All these details we don't have, but then definitely yes. Most of the people who are, see, we don't have these details because these are there with the GMC. We get more of stats, but then maximum people who are getting admitted are either non-vaccinated first thing, and secondly they have some of the other comorbid conditions. The most common comorbid condition which is found is diabetes, uncontrolled diabetes. That's all.
डॉक्टर ते जिनोम सिक्वेन्सिंग सिस्टम जावपाचें आशिल्लें न्हू
हाँ.
ते करपाक लागला बिकॉज ते लास्ट इयर जेन्ना सेकंड वेव येयल्ली
No, we fortunately have tied up with Jhpiego. US Aid is now giving us a machine free of cost with support of consumables for 1 year, and it's going to come in the mid or third week of Jan. In fact, no, this is a separate machine that we are getting now free of cost. GMC had ordered for another machine. That process is on. But here we are getting a machine which is coming in just a couple of weeks. We have already trained the staff to use the machine. They went to Bhubaneswar.
we have advised not to gather now the political meetings are going on. All these advices will focus.
आणि नाईट कर्फ्यू किती लागतो?
See, open air is not as bad as closed services, closed areas. So our advice to people is not to attend, closed gatherings.
Any suggestions from your side to the government? related
Yes,
to
the
this?
recommendations of the expert committee have been made to the task force.
पण ते एक्सपर्ट कमिटीचे काय ऐकून आलो?
Now it will come. In fact, the minutes have just.
The
it
orders
come.
will be out. Task
Orders
force
will be
meeting.
out.
केलं.
See, expert committee, yeah, no,
सगळं गोव्यात भरल्या.
Tashina. See, just now, the expert committee met yesterday. So the orders will, task force, I'm sorry, it will be out in a couple of days maximum. By tomorrow, it will be out.
That was like a Kumbh Mela. It was like Kumbh Mela. Big gatherings, thousands of people. See, the advice that we can give is to the individual.
Sir,
If there is-
that is okay. That is individual okay. But तुम्ही जर
You are not listening to me. What I'm saying is, if there is a jatra going on, advice from our side is, you individually,
Don't attend.
please don't go for that jatra. I hope you get my point. Baga, something is happening, but individually, if you don't go there, you are protected. So each one has to take care of one's own self, and that is the way community will be protected. There are certain issues that certain things are happening. If we don't go there, then we are protected at individual level.
Yeah, this is very good. Your suggestion is very good, sir. Absolutely very good. But how do they म्हणता? तुम्ही निर्बंध कित्याक लागू ना? तुम्ही कित्याक? Because तुमचं हे किती meaning किती? Expert committeeचं meaning किती? Restrictions is necessary. Because
See, restrictions are graded. Okay, so the last time, what you will do at 5% positivity, 10% positive, 15% positivity, with a background of 95% people vaccinated is different. So these things have gone, it's not the same as the last time.
सर मॅडम
Yes.
म्हणजे याची गरज ना निर्बंध आणि याची किती असं त्याची गरज असते रिस्ट्रिक्शनची गरज ना तुम्ही म्हणतात की वॅक्सिनेट झाला असता
No, I'm not saying garaz na. It depends on the positivity. We were really troubled by yesterday's positivity of 23%, but we now know, but the denominator was very small. So what happened on a Sunday was the people who were sick went to get tested, but there was very little testing happening at our PHCs because they are closed. So today it's a more realistic picture of 13%. Yesterday was very troubling of 23, but we know it's not such a good
There was
number.
sudden spike in cases. So is it because of New Year crowd, or the reason is something else?
We will have to look for a sustained rise, and we'll have to watch this. Okay? But also the behavior of the virus is such, you have seen in all parts of India, there has been, the wave has started hitting different states. So we know that this third wave has come. We want to flatten the wave slightly so that we have time. You know, everyone in one swipe is not turning positive, and everyone, it will go up, everyone be immune, and it will come down, and hopefully there will be no other
What
waves.
is the threshold for positivity concerning rate? Threshold rate where concern will start. But now it is 13%, it will go to 15%. There will be a threshold for
Yeah.
concern rate.
So it will depend on the occupancy of the hospitals. So we are looking at both things. One thing is the positivity, and the other thing is how sick people will get. So we look at the positivity, we look how many people are getting admitted, how sick they are, and how many ICU beds are available. So we always have to balance that. If we find that 50% of our ICU beds are full, immediately there will be a much stronger restrictions.
Madam, what about programs with full plate program चालवा, function चालवा, meeting चालवा,
प्रचार सुरू आहे.
advice दिवस होता, एकदा ते सांगत होता.
So that's what I just said. We will give the advice depending on the positivity, matched by the number of admissions. Today there were only 9 admissions. Although yesterday the positivity was so high, the day before it was already between, it was nearing 10 or whatever. Today it's 13. So the positivity and the need, how many people are getting admitted, how many ICU beds are available. So that will be.
Precaution म्हणून काय सांगणार एकदा positivity
Everybody must take precautions, just like Dr. Bose.
I'll tell you, madam is one member of that full committee. She advises. There are many other people who will give their suggestions, and the decision will be taken as a team. So it,
What advice you have given to the political parties because they are having huge rallies
Function
at the backdrop of political situation, elections, they are having huge rallies. So what suggestions you have given to these political parties? Just let us know.
और ते तुमच्या ऐकणं असेल की
असं सांगा तुम्ही मग आम्ही समजलं की तुमचं कोणी ऐकू नका.
the suggestion on behalf of Madam, I'm saying
No.
we are advising people not to be a part of such political rallies and big gatherings.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Doctor, can you give us the breakup of the hospital beds for COVID patients, GMC district hospitals?
So GMC has about 830 beds capacity. South Goa District Hospital has 200 beds with 18 ICU beds. Should the case rise still further, then another 150 beds in the new hospital will be made available. And North Goa has 100 beds. Once these are 50% full, then ESI will be activated. Once ESI is 50% full, both the sub-district hospitals will be opened up, and thereafter all the primary health centers. The idea is we do not want to interrupt or withdraw services for non-COVID health reasons. So we are going with a graded response.
Which are the private hospitals that somebody wants to go for private hospitals?
See, private hospitals have never stopped admitting patients, you know that. So they have continued to admit. If you take the whole picture, private and the DHS and GMC, we have 4,000 plus beds available.
How many beds in GMC?
As of now, for in sub SSB, they have given us 830 beds. 30 is pediatric.
And doctor, that rate for the private hospitals, no, that rate chart was announced somewhere in May and that continuity in end. But I think the correct order has to come. Otherwise, the private hospital chart what they want, na? The capped rate.
We look into that.
Ma'am, any steps taken to augment testing?
Yes, I just said that every person who puts their foot into a district hospital will be tested, right?
No, I'm just testing facilities. I want the
Testing capacity.
Yes.
So as of now, our capacity is about 4,000. In the private sector is another 2,000 plus. And we will accordingly, when more people are symptomatic, we will use a lot of RAT testing, RAT.
Madam,
So we can go up to 10,000. Okay?
Madam, during the second wave, there was
Yeah.
shortage of medicines which are prescribed by
Yeah.
the government.
The good news is now you don't need medicines. You just need crocin. You need a paracetamol to manage fever. And that's it. If you have whatever oxygen, need oxygen. Oxygen is a drug. And this time you know that we are ready. We have so many 8 PSA oxygen producing plants. We have LMO, liquid medical oxygen. And we have enhanced our cylinder capacity. So this time we are ready.
There will be no need of
Yes.
medicines
I
like
can,
doxycycline and all
no,
that.
no. We have now, everyone has had an experience and we know that it is not required.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.